Hey guys, what's up? It's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel, Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction and I share my life with you. So, before we get into this video, if you don't mind, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, leave me a comment down below and let me know where you're at on your recovery journey, and let me know how you're doing. If you're doing bad, if you're doing good, if you're in the middle. I just love interacting with you guys. It really does make a difference in my life, and I don't know where I would be without you. So I really appreciate all of the interaction and just chatting down in the comments. And I see so many of you guys uplifting each other and supporting each other, and that just makes me so happy to see. So thank you so much. Okay. So what I want to do today is I want to talk about Suboxone and my experience with Suboxone. I've done a video on 5 ways that Suboxone saved my life, and I'll link that in the description box of this video, and I'll link it in the comment section so you guys can check that out. But I also kind of want to share, you know, not bad things that Suboxone has done, but just ways that maybe my body responded differently to the medication and things that I've noticed, and I just want to have a discussion with you guys about that. Maybe if you're thinking about using Suboxone to come off of other hardcore opiates, maybe if you're using it as a maintenance medication in your recovery program, or whatever the case may be, I want to kind of just share my overall experiences with you guys to help you make a better decision on what's best for you. Okay, so I guess I'll start out and I'll share with you guys like my addiction history. So I'm a poly addict. That means that I abused multiple substances, some at the same time, some separately. I was the kind of person that would go through kind of like stages. I'd be real hard on methamphetamine for a couple of years, and I'd dabble with opiates and benzos in between, of course, but like I would really be on meth, and then I would switch over and I'd really be on cocaine. Or I'd really be on oxy. I was an IV drug addict. I didn't start shooting until I was about 3 or 4 years into my addiction. But after I started shooting, my addiction really escalated quickly. It escalated so fast that like I wouldn't do it any other way except for injecting. Because why waste the time, right? At least that's how I felt. So that's what I would do. I just thought that it was a waste of time to not shoot, so I was shooting. The beginning and middle part of my addiction was mainly methamphetamine and cocaine injecting, and the last 5 years of my addiction was a lot of methamphetamine and opiate injecting. When I did get sober, I got sober through detox, and then I went to treatment. So I was completely sober from all substances when I came out of treatment. I had been sober for 14 days. The reason I only had 14 days instead of 30 is because I was smuggling Xanax into the treatment center, and I got busted 2 weeks in. So, yeah. But I had 14 days nonetheless, and I was struggling, you guys. So I got on Suboxone. And I can tell you this. The first week I was on Suboxone, 2 days into it, because I had no opiates in my system, and I had been sober for 2 weeks off opiates. Well, I've been sober for 30 days off opiates, sober from benzos for 2 weeks. When I first got on it, I could really tell, you know, that I was on it. I could tell I was super lethargic. I was very sleepy, and I was just really tired. And so it wasn't until about the second or the third day that tiredness lifted, and then I just felt normal, and that's when the medication had balanced out in my system. Now the first things that I noticed that how it was affecting me negatively, or at least negatively in my eyes, was constipation. And the moment I realized I was constipated, I went to my doctor and I was like, what can I do to fight this constipation? And that's when he told me, like, you need to drink plenty of water. So I'm always drinking water. You need to take fiber pills, and you need to incorporate a probiotic into your diet. So that's what I do. I'm always eating probiotics or yogurt. And honestly, that really helped me to get rid of constipation, and now I'm completely regular. My husband, on the other hand, he had a little bit harder time than I did getting his constipation to go away. So he takes fiber pills, and sometimes he has to use like a laxative, but not a stimulant one, just a regular like natural style, like Miralax or something. But that was the first thing I noticed that really kind of like, I was like, damn man, this sucks, you know? The second thing I noticed, and we've talked about this on my channel, and it's in a video called Suboxone and Libido. It really, really affected my sex drive, you guys, to the point where like I didn't want to have sex. And so the way that I have worked through that is me and my husband, we communicate with each other and we talk about it and we make time, you know, we actually initiate sexy time with each other. So that way, you know, we just have that time with each other. And I think it's really important to keep those lines of communication open with your significant other. So that way, you know, neither one of you are feeling neglected. All right. Third, sweating. Oh my gosh. During the summertime, it's really bad. But like during the winter, I don't even notice it. But during the summer, shoo-wee, I can't handle it. Now there is a medication that you can get on from your doctor. I will have to look up and see what it's called, but there's a medication that you can ask your doctor about that helps with the sweating. But for the most part, what I've found has just helped me is to stay hydrated and wear light clothing and wear my deodorant with an antiperspirant in it also. So yeah, that was one of the things that I was like, damn man, why am I sweating so much? And I realized it was from the Suboxone. The fourth thing that I noticed, and this didn't happen until about 2 or 3 years after I'd been on Suboxone, and I started to notice just an overall lack of motivation. And I don't know for certain that it's from the Suboxone, and honestly, you guys, I don't know for certain that any of these things are from Suboxone, but this is just my experience. So remember that, and also remember that, you know, I'm not talking badly about Suboxone. It saved my life, and I probably wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for it. But the overall lack of motivation is something that I really, really struggled with, and the way that I combated that was I went to my doctor and I got on Wellbutrin, and that has really helped me out a lot. Also, what's helped me with that is tapering, getting down to about 4 milligrams. And now I feel like I have energy to do everything, and I'm always wanting to do something, and it really has made a big, big difference. So far we have sweating, constipation, sex drive, and lack of motivation. And the last but not least, and not everybody's going to experience this, and like I said, I don't even know if it's from the Suboxone, weight gain. Weight gain. Now, I have talked to quite a few women that are on Suboxone, and a lot of you guys experience weight gain. It could be because I'm eating now, and when I was in my active addiction, I wasn't eating. But I do think it has a little bit to do with the medication. And what I've been doing to combat that is now I'm only eating 1,200 calories a day, and I'm documenting my calories in my FitnessPal app. So, you know, having that accountability and having other people that are following me, that are helping me stay accountable, that's kind of working, and it's been pretty good. And so far I've lost 6 pounds. So, and you guys have been staying on me about it, so that also helps me stay accountable. But those are just 5 things that I've noticed that have affected me since I've been on Suboxone. Like I said, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not sure that they are directly related to Suboxone. It's just something that I think might be. So like I said before, constipation, sweating, weight gain, lack of motivation, and sex drive. And I pretty much think that all those things can be worked through. As long as you are upfront with your doctor and let him know what you're going through, I'm pretty sure he can help you with some suggestions, or you can use the suggestions that I shared with you guys today. But like I said, I always want to do both sides of the coin, so I've done a positive video, so now I thought I'd share a few of the things that maybe they're not negative, but they're not the best things in the world. So if you're thinking about getting on Suboxone, or you're already on it and you feel like you're alone and you're experiencing these things, now you know you're not. So Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget that every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday I go live at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and on Friday nights we have Medication Assisted Recovery Anonymous meetings at 7 p.m. and I hope you'll be able to join